Welcome to White Sands, New Mexico. I'm gonna flip the camera around so we can talk about all the cool stuff. In this park, this area, they recently found footsteps of adults and children playing and splashing amongst the footsteps, the footprints of giant sloth. Subsequent dating has put those prints somewhere around 17,000 years ago, which would make them the oldest evidence of human occupation of North America by, 4,000 years, maybe a little bit more. Now, I expect those dates to come down closer to probably the 12 to 13,000, which is more in line with everything else we got going on, due to some peculiarities of the dating techniques they used, but still pretty darn cool. Now, that's south-ish. So if we turn this way, there's some mountains over here. I'll walk up, see if we can see them from here. In those mountains is the Lincoln County. Oh, it's covered in clouds. We got some rain and snow last night, depending on where you were. Back under that cloud is some mountains, and that's where Lincoln County is. You may know Lincoln County from the Lincoln County Wars. Jesse James and the Regulators, right? And if we go that way, there's Holloman Air Force Base, home of, I believe, the 29th Attack Squadron. And if we look out that way, pretty much everything between us and those mountains is the U.S. Army Missile Test Range, home of U.S. space and missile systems, exploration, defense, whatever you want to say. On that note, if we look north, back up that direction, up the valley, is where the initial nuclear testing was done by the U.S. government. And if we swing back over this way, kind of north, well, if we look farther north, way north, not way north, maybe a couple hours, you'll find the Very Large Array, a huge, huge array of large diameter radio telescopes searching the sky for whatever, I guess. I mean, whether it be aliens or just standard astronomy, take your pick. And if we turn a little bit left and go that direction up past by Truth and Consequences, you've got the Spaceport America, where Virgin Galactic is working on their new spaceship. And also the Spin launch guys, I think, are also located at the same location. And they take an object and spin it up to speed and poof, up it goes. So this is an interesting area that has its roots pretty firmly in the past, about as far past as you can get in the Americas. It's got a pretty rich history up to this point, and it's looking to the far future, to deep space, with the spaceports and the very large arrays. So it's an interesting place where kind of the history of man kind of all intersects in this crazy, weird, I don't know how well I don't have the camera where I can see very well polarized. This weird white sand. It's a little bit more brown today because of the rain. It's not really sand. It's a mineral, like I don't remember what it is, like a bauxite or a boron or something like that. So it's not your traditional sand. That's my travel log for today. So I'm going to sign off and remind y'all, explore your world, get out there and roam. Cheers.